Okay, traders, a very good morning here on the 24th of May 2017. Rishi Patel, co-founder, Master of the Markets, the Elite Traders Conference and Trades Open Day. Very warm welcome into this update video on the money bars trading strategy. So we're currently short on the Euro US dollar. You can see from the profit and loss column, currently we're around the break-even point, i.e. we are pretty much at the same price that we opened the trade last night at 10 p.m. here in the Master of the Markets live trading room. Now, if we look back at the last euro dollar opportunity that we took, it was actually on this bar just here, and this bar represented what we class as a V1 setup. That's this bar just here. Our expectation of that was that it would create a new swing high and that we would move further lower. That was where the probability stacked up. However, you can see that that did not happen. We entered the trade and that moved against us, and we took a loss there of around 1%, or in the case of ourselves, a 47 pip loss. Just there you can see I closed the trade out at 1.1148. just there it took a loss of 47 pips, and that's represented on my account over these two trades just here. So that's the loss that we took just there on the Euro US dollar on this first position. However, as of yesterday evening, we have had another type 3 PSWB set up just here with a V1 pattern. So two things happening here. First of all, this is a V1 setup here at Master of the Markets. Again, this is our own proprietary terminology developed in-house by our team, so you won't find anything on this. It's exclusive to the Master of the Markets live trade mentorship advanced and elite set of clients. What we're looking at here as a V1 setup means to say that this bar has created the highest high of minimum 2 bars. What we also have is what we class as a type 3 PSWB. You can see this is a signal to go short. Again, we are looking for that to turn into something like this or something like this. This is where we're going to see a new swing high being formed. That's the signal that we're getting, and that's what the type 3 PSWB tells us. Now, this is a counter trend trade. We should note that at this time. This is a counter trend trade. You can see here, according to the smart money indicator, the trend is up. This is a quantified methodology of ascertaining trend in the market. Most traders guess, and so they are inconsistent with their approach, and hence their bottom line will never be consistent as well. If you guess, then your results are also going to be inconsistent because your approach is inconsistent. So what most people are doing, the smart money indicator and the smart money methodology here on these variations of trend give us accuracy by way of determining a trend in the market, on any market, any time frame that we look at. Pure price studies is what we're looking at just here. So let me switch over to the current trade that we're taking here on the Euro US dollar, where we're taking a counter trend trade with this particular seller bar just here, this type 3 PSWB. There you can see we're still hovering roughly around the break-even point, so there isn't much happening at this time. Now, this particular bar we saw yesterday, this forming here, this seller bar, this red bar, this is telling us, there's first of all a 95% probability that this bar today was going to break the low, and that's already happened into the early part of this morning. So that's not perhaps a big deal. You may have thought that that was pretty obvious, but we know the probability was exactly 95%. Now that's not the interesting part. The interesting part here is the fact that, twofold really. One, the fact that the low has now been broken has now increased our probability to forming this swing high just here, and the latest measure shows that the probability of this formation now that we've seen this bar pattern set up is currently 75%. So there is a 75% chance we're going to see this formation set up. Now you can see here on this last type 3 PSWB that low price here was not broken, so the probability did not stack in our favor. This time it has. The next thing that we're also looking at here is the fact that it's broken the low also tells us at this time there is a 70.02% chance. There's 70.02% chance that the range of the day is the bigger range from the open, at least is going to form in the downward direction just there. So we have stacked the probabilities on our side again here with the money bars type 3 PSWB. We'll continue to monitor this. Now the beauty of this is that even if you didn't understand what I just said, we dilute this all down into trade signals which are issued in our live trading room in real time. Last night we opened the live trading room environment, and at 9 p.m. we called the market and we ascertained these as potential trades. You can see here the euro US dollar, the money bars opportunity. I've said we're going to enter on the close. We've got an exact stop loss and an exact target as well. So all of this data was provided up front by way of the people working with us on the live trade membership, advanced and Vedanta elite base. This information has been provided. So this is what we've done. We've taken this trade in real time. Not only that, you can see me transparently trading it on an account as well. And I've also got the full set of results on our trade journal. You can see here from the money bars strategy at this time, for the month of May so far, we are up net 40 pips. If we were to look at the money bars system, we had taken all the trades in line with the actual trading strategy in the system, we would actually be up net 95 pips. So you can see at this time the system is outwinning our account and our cash curve just here. And of course we'll monitor that carefully to become aware of what Mark Douglas talks about in his book Trading in the Zone, the profit gap. So we'll continue to monitor this carefully. Tonight at 9 p.m. once again we'll go ahead and we will analyze the market again, and we'll give you an update with where this position is faring and what we need to do by way of trailing stop loss and target, if anything. 15 minutes a day of work, because we dilute these signals down into a very simple format, and you can see there I've sent out an email saying what I'm doing. Of course this is a purely educational service, and it's a great way to learn analysis from a professional trading perspective, fully quantified, heavily probability based model, removes the emotion from trading and keeps your psychology in check. Until the next time, stay disciplined, follow your plan, trade like a master. Okay, very good morning here on the 25th of May 2017. As you can see, we are still short on the euro US dollar this morning, and we're holding that position. Our trade strategy, the money bars opportunity here at Master the Markets, says that this bar of the 23rd of May will hold as a PSWB, and that's the reason we're holding this opportunity just there. So we will look forward to continuing to follow the plan with discipline, trading like a master, holding this position regardless of the outcome. We're confident in the trading strategy, the system, the principles, the concept, and everything that goes around this. So we'll continue updating you as we move on into the rest of the next few days. Okay traders, just a final conclusion to my video then on the money bars setup here on the euro US dollar. So you can see that that PSWB type 3 here of the 23rd of May has held. That high has held as exactly as we had seen on the probability basis, and you can see most importantly that this opportunity is now moving lower at this time based on all the probabilities and the stats that we had. We used an aggressive cover yesterday to move the stop from the high here to the high here, and that's minimized any potential downside. You can see today the stretch has formed the upside, the downside, the bigger range from the open has formed in that direction. Again, exactly as the probabilities predicted. Now we're looking for an opportunity to close this out for a profit. Using target projection, we've moved the target from where it was to this point here, which is at 110.39. So that's happened just there. Now we may hold this over the weekend depending on where the close price is today, but we'll give more of an update on that in the next video. But that euro US dollar money bars opportunity, which looked as though it was going to be stopped out, it didn't phase us. We followed the plan exactly here and we held that opportunity, and you can see now the price has come all the way back down and we are back in a profit. That's pretty much it from me on this video. Until the next time, stay disciplined, follow your plan and trade like a master. Bye for now.